I've heard their stories, and that one is for a fact. There are so many people who will tell you, I started from the church, and now I'm a high life artist doing secular music. And because maybe some will tell you in the church, they were not really getting what they deserved as instrumentalists or as musicians, and so they moved on, and right now they are playing some secular bands and they are being paid well. So I don't know why Pastor Chris is saying this though. Shano, if you have something to add to this.
Lion, listening to our father, he made a statement that no one has cheated the church than musicians that starts from the church and then end up in the secular world. Daddy, they don't just end up in the secular world. I feel we push them away because we have this notion that a pastor should be paid for being a pastor. Mm-hmm. A pastor should be taken care of by the church because he's a pastor. He's doing the work of God.
Okay.
If someone plays an instrument in the church, what is he doing?
He's doing the work of God.
Isn't that person also doing the work of God? So why shouldn't they be paid?
So and
there's not for something idea.
It's for business on the side.
Be business on the side, but they don't make it clear that because of you international sorry no.
But some of the services are voluntary works.
No, those are the one-man churches that are not making much. But when it comes to those, already established churches that, if I should make examples, I think Pentecost is one of them. Okay. Roman, those are, I don't know, are they missionary churches or what? What
no,
are they?
So we have the charismatic churches and we have the Orthodox churches.
Orthodox churches.
Methodist,
they are the Orthodox churches.
The charismatic churches are the Pentecost, the Christ Embassy and all that.
Okay, those are the one-man churches, right?
No, not one-man church per se. They are also, I don't know how to, what's the definition for one-man church?
One-man church, is the Abel for the FNA Abaya. To say on one
okay, so I get that.
Those are the ones that we refer to as one-man churches. Okay. So like I was saying, the pastor should be paid for being a pastor. And for that matter, we feel they are doing the work of God. So they should be paid for doing that.
Yeah.
But someone that plays instrument in the church is equally doing the work of God. That also needs to be paid. You understand? So if you make it seem like they are under obligation to do that for the church and get nothing back.
We have been blessed by God. It's a voluntary work.
No, it's a voluntary work.
I sing in church. It's a voluntary work.
It's it's a voluntary work. But you decide where to take it. Since it's a voluntary work, you are volunteering for the church. So the church has no right to question you where you should take your talent.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay.
If we should target as such that it's a voluntary work, that's that's cool. As men will say vim. But going forward, since I am volunteering to the work of God, then I think the rest or the part of my talent that should get me paid, that decision should be taken by myself. So I should decide on what to do with my other side of the talent, because I can't offer everything as a sacrifice to the church. I should have something aside.
It's your God-given talent.
It's my God-given talent, but it is what is given to me to feed on. Remember, yes.
So yeah, Juma.
Then also a video, because if I'm playing for the church and the church is not giving me anything, remember your boss or your boss, after doing all these things, after playing the instrument in the church, we eat.
Yeah.
You understand? You eat. So if I don't get the energy to come and play for the church, how am I?
Cheating the church.
How am I servicing the church?
Okay, so the focus is the fact that they switch.
Along the line, yes, the switch here comes in because you are not taking good care of them. So they feel like they can't be serving the church and then getting nothing back. They feel that the talent is going waste in a way, because it's something that is given to you by God. Yeah, for you to feed on.
I am still finding it difficult to understand why he used the word cheated. I
think it is because he feel you if you feel this is where you started the whole thing, and then you've ended at a different place. You understand? So in
that context, you've cheated the church.
You've cheated the church. That's how he feels. And I think it's coming out of pain. because they feel like omo be fifi highway after ha no say we so omo tana ha etwa so no mo kwa kopie we ase.
And the funny side or the sad bit of it is that if you interview like 100 talents, 80 or 90 will tell you they're from the church.
Yeah, from the church. And now let's all be honest. I mean, truthful to ourselves. Even the gospel musicians are still not serving the church as the pastors wants them to.
That is their job. So if there are shows, you have to go play.
You understand?
If the person is,
every Sunday you just saw them
say program only so only
you understand?
Minister.
So equally, they are chasing their dreams, just like the secular artists.
No, that's also saying next count. You know, saying
into what I mean, that even what you're saying, they be on point. They be about to say microphone kutano or to you. Because they feel like maybe you know that some branding stuff should be added.
Oh no, but I'm sure with where she fellowships there, she's
definitely and you're possible. So every Sunday, what
I'm saying is, if there is no program and she's in the church, like your mother church, you always love to serve in there. Because in my church, Koda was in my church. You understand? But anytime we had a program, he ministered, and he played an instrument in the church as well.
Every Sunday,
if only he's available.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So he plays a keyboard sometimes on a string. You understand?
Okay.
So he did this for a very long time.
Okay.
And that is if he's available. Because most of the times he's booked in Accra, Kumasi, but town, Kwandia. So that's a little observation. But I don't know for others. Now, Abuaji is adding his voice to this one, and I just want us to hear from Abuaji as well. Now, Abuaji of Taxi Driver is saying something here.
Okay.
So it is an unfortunate comment, George Quay replies Pastor Chris. Now, astute showbiz personality George Quay has expressed disappointment in the General Overseer of Christ Embassy, Pastor Chris Oyakilome, following his recent statement that some secular musicians are fond of exploiting the church. Now, he explained that some churches are among the richest institutions in the world, yet they have refused to financially support creatives when they need help the most. If you speak to a lot of musicians, they will also tell you how the church has used them. People know how the churches generate revenue. Have you ever seen the gospel concerts being sponsored by the church before? I think that one there is debatable, because if you're having a gospel concert in a church and the church allows you to use the venue it's still sponsorship.
That's a form of sponsorship.
So that one there. It is the alcoholic beverages and condom companies that sponsor such programs. Yet the churches are the richest institutions in the world, he said. So he's taking it from another angle whereby the church doesn't assist the people when they are in need. And so they move to a space where they will get a massive support. So basically, it's just connecting to what you said earlier.
No, it's something that we all have been commenting on for some time, that the churches should pay more attention to talent that grows under their umbrellas.
We've said this over and over.
Because and it's very unfortunate that they are not even paying mind to that. I feel in the church, everyone rendering a direct service to the church should be paid.
But these are okay, so I don't know how you put it. What about the volunteer, like ushers now? Is it Yomka?
No, ushers, they should not be paid.
All right, shall I have somebody here?